Greetings, friends. Welcome to our group garden. We meet every month in this space of etheric agora, the gathering place, linking across the space with love of our hearts and light of our minds. Together we call this space at the rhythm of group intention, coming together, learning from each other, and the main thing, listening each other and listening to the presence. Every full moon time, we gather in the garden to tune in with the sound of the presence. And today, as we bathe in the energies of Virgo, the energy of Mother, we prepare ourselves to this act of group listening, group service. Welcome. We use our gatherings to not just listen, but tune in with qualities of each month, of each astrological signs through which sun travels. And as a way for us to tune with the qualities of Virgo, we share at the beginning the most resonant qualities of this sign. And as always, we start with a short astrological introduction, which Katya will share some notes on the significance of this beautiful sign of Virgo. Over to you, Katya.
Thank you. Greetings to all. And we are continuing to roll to, I would say, surf this amazing wave of energy that, carries us this year. We are stepping into Virgo. And that is extremely significant for us. We have 2 new moons in Virgo this year. We have very significant eclipses in Virgo. Stay aligned with the lunar nodes. And the fact that one of the part of this full moon and eclipse is Pisces, in doing this node of final forgiveness and final release. And a great being that we call Saturn and Neptune, I'm not sure if they're already there, but they are moving back to Pisces. And there is a moment within which we can sound the second sound, revisit whatever needs to be finalized and released, and again, get forward with a new beginning. So for humanity, it is the ability to receive this new energy and change. And it's going to be unveiling for the next 100 years for us. But the significance of the moment invites us as etheric workers, as etheric servers, to stand and hold the vision of the possibility of the new, the possibility of a kinder, loving world and path for humanity. Because we are observing really strong opposites. And Mercury, which is one of the rulers in Virgo, it allows us to draw on the energy of Gemini of 2025 to see those opposites with the ability of resolution. Jupiter is also sextiling from Cancer this moment in time. So if we meditate on this energy of the soul consciousness, Christ consciousness, being nurtured and birthed, of the will to love, anchored, and of new forms, lighter forms of bringing and expressing this energy, we would do lots of good. Thank you, friends. Over to you, Sasha.
Thank you, Katya. So now we are preparing for our meditation. And we always start with the alignment ritual, which Daniela will explain us.
Thank you, Alexander. So, a ritual with which we enter a circle of friends, declare our presence and acknowledge the presence of everybody else in the circle. And as we do so, we weave our light together with the light of this central point of love in our group garden, our group heart, which is in turn a chalice receiving and exchanging with the soul of our group, the hierarchy. So as we step into our garden, we present ourselves, we say where we are calling in from, and also we share our thoughts that resonate the most about the qualities of the sign that resonates the most. So I'm Daniela. I'm calling in from Croatia, Adriatic coast. I brought some flowers as well to our garden. And I'm lighting this light for the coming of the greater light into this world. Stepping into the circle and being irradiated now by our group's heart, warmth, and light. And it is the triple nature of the sign of Virgo that fascinates me these days. The fact that it is a sign that carries in it the matter, the spirit, and the product of the relationship of the two. And I find interesting that this great being is presented to us in a feminine form. This vast being and consciousness that Virgo is. And that and who gives birth to what we call the Pisces, with the promise of ultimate synthesis, the beginning of one age and cycle, actually, and the end of one cycle and the beginning of the next. That's it from me. And I will call in Kiki. Would you like to open your camera and join us?
Kiki, if you can hear us.
Okay, let's maybe give some time to Kiki to activate her devices, hopefully. So I will call in Annette. Hello, Annette.
Hello, everyone. My name is Annette. I'm from Denmark, and I'm lighting my candle. And Virgo is, for me, the Christ in you, the hope of glory. And I'm passing the light over to Alexander. Thank you.
Thank you, Annette. My name is Alexander Ilchuk, and I'm connecting from Brooklyn in New York in the United States. And I'm lighting my candle in this part of the world. And the qualities of Virgo. It's interesting that Virgo, being the feminine sign, has the rulers have the quality of love and will at the same time. And so it's the energy of the will to love. So it's the energy of mother. It's not just love, which is all enveloping and encompassing. There is a will that stands behind that love. And as any mother probably knows, there is will to fight and protect and nurture. And I pass the light of the candle from this part of the world to Marty.
Thank you, Alexander. I'm Marty in Texas in the United States. And I light my candle. And I understand about Virgo that more than any other sign, Virgo was born to serve. So in this Virgo time of the year, may we all serve by helping others, bringing them joy and purpose. And I will pass to Nadine.
My name is Nadell. I am from Massachusetts in the United States. Here for the first time, did not know I should have a candle. and don't know a lot about astrology, but I'm just glad to be here. And I will pass to Jillian.
Jillian, please unmute. Your microphone didn't work.
Oop.
Yes, now.
Right. Thank you, Nadell and Alexander. I will try lighting this. It's a night light, actually, to be honest, and it's getting low. But yes, it has lit up. I'm Gillian Douglas, and I'm in Heacham in Norfolk in the UK. And my idea of Virgo is that it's about caring, loving, and nurturing, and looking after those less able to look after themselves. Thank you, and I will pass over to Helen. Thank you.
Oh, we are on the... Okay. I'm Helen, and I'm also in England, but a bit nearer to London in the south. No, that one's gone up. Southwest. There we go. Of London. There we go. Whoop. Some of us still have old-fashioned matches. There we are. Thank you. I've been thinking about the fourth ray influence in Virgo. And I discovered today, well, I must have read it before, but I noticed it today that one of the names of the fourth ray lord is the seed which flowers. And that is part of our purpose statement for our following the moon from the new moon, really, the new moon celebration. But we have the preparation for that each week as the moon changes, and it just brought a new understanding. So the seed which flowers. Yeah. Thank you.
Will you pass the baton to somebody else, please? But you're still on mute. You're on mute, Helen.
Kiki, are you ready now? Lovely. I pass to Kiki.
Thank you, Helen. Was I called earlier? I'm sorry. My daughter telephoned, and needs must when the devil drives, I guess. Well, I too have a match that isn't going to strike. Oh, there we go. And I'm Kiki Bill. I'm in Washington, D.C. in the United States. And Virgo, the only thing that popped into my mind straight away was fecundity and harvest. And so the flowers that you said, Helen, it's the harvest of what we've been doing, perhaps. Thank you. And I pass to who's not been? Annette, Katya, Daniela?
Oh, Marty, maybe?
Marty was there already, but I can take it from you, Kiki. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's you know, when you think of astrology, you can't really take everything into account, and Virgo is, you know, an enormous meaning in our life, but I think healing properties. This amazing healing that comes from love, from group love. And when you said, Helen, about the seed, I just all of a sudden remembered seed groups, which are essentially and will be etheric centers of humanity. The seed that brings life, that unveils more life, which has seed in it, which brings life. It's a cycle constant cycle of life being more abundant. So healing seeds and seed groups. And I can't get to the candle, I'm sorry. But yeah. So please then to you, Daniela. And I'm from New York. I'm sorry. I got so in
I
New
believe we
York.
now did the full circle around the globe.
Yes, we
Back
did.
to New York. So now that we link with each other visually, and created our group Chalice, I invite us to turn off our cameras and prepare for the meditation. This meditation, it's a technique of presence from the book Glamour World Problem by Alice Bailey. And it was adopted into meditation format by Steve Nation and Barbara Valacour, and it's been practiced in LiveBridge group for many years. And this year, we use this technique as a way for us to attune and listen to the presence. And so I will start the slides again, and there will be a short musical interlude at the beginning and at the end of the meditation. Evoke the stage of tension. This is basic and essential. The tension is brought about by complete control of the personal self, so that it is fitted for contact with the real. We focus on the group center, visualizing the rainbow bridge, relating our group personality via the group soul to the spiritual hierarchy. Stage of tension. Achieve a state of fusion with the soul, or with the angel which guards the approach to the path of the higher evolution. Hold the mind steady in the light of the soul. The point of tension is to be held by the soul and not by an effort of the personality. This is the attitude of the lowest self for the entire remaining period of meditation. The formula. Make an effort to sense the presence throughout the universe. Not theoretically, but in vibrating response to its existence. See in the light which the angel radiates, the point of light behind all phenomenal appearances, the germ or seed of divinity in all forms and in all presentations of truth. As the greater light of the soul becomes focused like a radiant sun, it reveals the stupendous vision of the presence. Attempt to ascertain the purpose. Seek an expression through form at any particular point in the evolutionary cycle. Identify the triple light of the intuition, formed by blending the light of the personal self, focused in the mind, the light of the soul, focused in the angel, and the universal light which the presence emits. Now, carry some world problem or some design which the mind has evolved or the heart has desired for the helping of humanity into the triple light of the intuition. Preparation for the revelation. Relinquish the highway. Return to the angel, refocusing in the soul. Pause for constructive thinking under the influence of the angel. Turn the mind to the formulation of those forms of thought which must embody the revelation. Pause. This is the pause preceding presentation. Presentation of the revelation. The revelation is presented and precipitated into the world of illusion, where it undergoes a fiery ordeal. Some of the fire within that which is revealed wings its way back to the source from whence it came. Some of it serves to destroy the revealer, and some to burn those who recognize the revelation. The revelation succumbs to the prevailing illusion, descends into the world of glamour, and subsequently disappears as a revelation, emerging as a doctrine. But in the meantime, humanity has been helped and led forward. The intuitives continue work, and the inflow of that which is to be revealed never ceases. Continuing holding the tension of group perception, we can now share our impressions. And as we listen to note that sounds for each of us, we continue holding the connection with the presence. When you are ready to share, please just unmute yourself and make your offering.
This is Annette. I was thinking how we could get peace in the world. um, and then I thought what we need is for humanity to lift the consciousness and turn on the will, turn on the zodiac and take the first initiation as a whole. And I thought that to do that, we need to find peace within, let the inner union demonstrate, and the outer cleavages be gone. So we need to find peace within first before we can find in the outer humanity. And what we need is intuition, I think. And we have this fifth sub-ray humanity where the intellectual has ruled the science, and there is still a big cleavage between science and religion. And I think the fifth ray is responsible for dividing things. And what we need is the sixth ray that is coming in and out to with the intuition to merge and heal within. So that's my thoughts. Thank you.
I had a clear depiction of these words. See self and others. See others and self. Be only free-flowing love.
I could follow on from that. It wasn't as clear, my picture, but it was about how it impacts me, how I react. I was thinking of Israel and this problem of wanting to be the chosen child, the special one, and the fear and anguish when perhaps you think you no longer are, or other people are trying to take that away from you. All those things of childhood, of friendships, and when they break up, and between brothers and sisters. And the real, as children, there is real anguish in thinking you're no longer the special one, the chosen one. And when it comes to turning into a dogma, you can see in Hamas how that same thing. I want to be the special one. I don't want them to be, and it becomes a fearful, dogmatic horror story, really. And I just saw how you have to clear any feelings like this that you have in yourself, or I have in myself. I was thinking of all those little side thoughts and feelings you have of, oh, it's not fair. And I don't think they have to be big, major incidences in life. I think it is just the little thoughts and the little feelings of, I suppose, jealousy, desire. It's not fair. And keeping those, clearing those out of your own psyche is what will help the situation, and really is all that I can do, is look to cleansing and clearing the illusions and glamours in myself. Thank you.
Yes, following on from you, Helen, I had a very bad experience at school with a best friend, and it's amazing how it can wreak havoc in your life for quite some time. Every time I thought of it afterwards, up until recently, it upset me, but I've suddenly now realised it was really absolutely nothing in the great scheme of things, and it's just best forgotten. And we can always think that separateness does not nurture unity, and our purpose is to bring unity. Thank you.
All these thoughts are wonderful. The is seeing oneself in others and seeing others in oneself. It's such a beautiful way to begin, and we learn that as we go through life. We're not going to get anywhere if we don't recognize these things in us, and that we have to see others in ourselves, be them, and being able to withstand the attacks, which I have seen in life a few times, that it seems to have to be a complete burning off. There was a complete white light coming through that eviscerated absolutely everything internally. It was a hollow, and all that was left was love, which obviously completely filled the void, and a peace and an acceptance. I mean, that might last for a while, but then the years ahead, to try to implement that. And we are now in a time of much distension. Well, I suppose there's always. And we have to keep seeing self in others and others in self. And I'm sure the world in 50, 100 years, 500 years will come around to that. And there will be a new way of living together and trading together. Everything you all have said is just beautiful. Thank you very much.
Yeah. To add to all of the above, the depth that Virgo allows, the depth of the matter that is penetrable. Like in Capricorn in the beginning, it's the deepest, the densest part of the matter, which is unpenetrable on that level. In Virgo, the seed of Christ's life allows the matter to take a different path, I don't know, to develop at a different level. And in astrology, in the chapter on astrology, esoteric astrology on Virgo, the Tibetan says about that, Christ went in the depth of the matter and form had no rule over him after that. And that is this precursor to the third initiation, to the body of light. But, you know, humanity, we get into deep understanding. We go deeper and deeper in understanding. And the more we go, like recently I realized with all this scientific knowledge about human body, you know, the level of intelligence that is at the core of human body, leaves, I think leaves everybody with nothing but understanding that something divine is in charge of that. It's being created and has been created. And the fact that we can heal not only through physical intervention, but also with the thought and with the energy, of course, that follows that thought. The people who can heal with their hands, uh, allowing that energy, healing energy, come through and be received by our matter, by our body. It all gives not only hope of glory, but it all gives an understanding that we just need to walk the path and learn from all that divine grace and really make an effort to replicate that in our living. In the depth of Virgo, which later will be tested and kept in Scorpio, the depths tested, and whatever can pass through will get to the mount of initiation. So part by part, bit by bit, with the art of small steps, we move and not despair.
My thoughts also brought me to creativity and how humankind is creative. Everybody is. No, I mean, if nothing else, we create trouble and then we create solutions to that trouble. And it dawned on me that this is an immense skill we have. And then a dizzying thought came at what could happen if our collective creativity was directed by the collective will to love. What world would we create then?
It brings in my mind this phrase from the second stanza of the Great Invocation. Let the souls of men awaken to the light, and may they stand with massed intent. So it's a process, it's a journey. And yeah, when big numbers of us would be able to focus our intent and direct the energy with that focused will, then yeah, the power of that transformation and change that would bring, that creativity, what would be created as a result of that, yes, it's powerful magic of awakening. When I was, as we were meditating, the question that I brought into the light of the presence was the question of right relationships. What does it mean? how they can be achieved. And similar to this formula of triple light of intuition, the light of the mind, light of the soul, light of the presence, similar to this, the recognition came of that right relationships depend on identification. Where do we identify with? On which level? Virgo is a triple sign, we know. Like the hieroglyph of Virgo is this 3 elements together, same as Scorpio, similar to Scorpio. And I don't remember either in astrology or on the labors of Hercules, we read about the triple nature of expression of the energy or the feminine energy. Lilith, Eve, and Mary. And so if we think about ourselves as that triple light or triple nature of us as a human, we all have in ourselves those 3 elements of Lilith, Eve, and Mary, and often they exist simultaneously. And it's depending where we identify ourselves. The different patterns of relations emerge as a result of that. Relations with the oneself, relationship with each other, and relationship with the world. And going back to this triple light of intuition, if we are capable to maintain that recognition of that presence, the light of the presence, and identify with that light of the presence in which we are all one. The unity is just de facto mode of existence of the universe. Then the right relationship is such a natural thing, such a natural outcome of building our relations with the universe, with the world, with each other. And if we identify with versus when we identify with our personal self, and the center of the universe becomes our personality, then the relationships that we built with the surroundings are quite very peculiar and very specific, and that's inevitably lead to conflict. Coming back to the question of that Annette you brought up about the wars, how to stop the wars. If you are the center of your universe, you're bound to be in conflict with other universes like you, centered within own center of self. So identification. May the souls of men awaken to the light, and may we stand with must intent. I want to bring up a sharing that Jo Walls sent before our meeting. She couldn't join today, but in preparation to the meeting, she shared the sloka from the book Heart, sloka 433. The whirlpool does not engulf pure thoughts. Far-reaching compassion stands guard, but love must be sent. Fortitude will carry you through, and the self-sacrificing achievements of the spirit will be transformed into the fragrance of freesias. The wonders of the teacher will grow. Within the garden of love, grow illuminations of the spirit. Tire me today, burden me more, laying on the weight of the world. Yet will I increase my strength. Yet will I increase the strength of my daughter, for she goes into my garden. Urusvati, dost thou hear? The burden will blossom with roses, and the dewy grass will be arrayed with the morning rainbow. Therefore, tire me. When I go into the garden of beauty, I fear no burden. I ponder. I ponder. I ponder. And also I want to pass to you greetings and love from Claire, who couldn't join today as either. And this beautiful slides, as always, have been prepared by Claire for our gatherings, and all the images in the slides, this by Claire Bainon. She's taken the care of your elderly mother, so let us send her and your family light and love. Yes, anyone else would like to offer any further recognitions and revelations?
I read this today, which I may be interesting and vaguely relevant. Heaven is not coming later. Heaven is not somewhere else. Heaven is the children of the garden, remembering who they are and building it with their own bare hands, with their unyielding will and their unbroken hearts. This is why you are here. This is why you stayed. And whether the world understands it yet or not, it has been waiting for you. And that came from a New Earth site.
Actually, just quickly, Julian, I read something today that was sent along my way about gardens, as we're in the garden. This is Thich Nhat Hanh. In the garden of my heart, the flowers of peace bloom beautifully. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. Let us now radiate the light that we hold in our group chalice, in our group garden, by sounding the mantra of radiance.
Mantra of the light. Radiance we are and power. We stand forever with our hands stretched out, linking the heavens and the earth, the inner world of meaning and the subtle world of clamor. We reach into the light and bring it down to meet the need. We reach into the silent place and bring from thence the gift of understanding. Thus, with the light we work and turn the darkness into day.
Thank you, friends. The exact time of the full moon is tomorrow. And now I'm suddenly blanking the exact time I was prepared to say. But if anyone remembers, please say it now.
It's at 18:08
It is
GMT.
8 o'clock in Denmark, at least. We have this red moon tomorrow, where the moon is being taking the long rays from the sun, because the earth is between the moon and the sun. So we're only getting the red long rays from the sun. So
Eclipse, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
red moon. 8 o'clock to in Denmark, at least, to half an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's quite a long time, the eclipse, a full eclipse, some hours.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
visible from Europe, and
just have a look, Gillian.
Yes.
yeah, I checked the exact time of the full moon.
8
6:08
minutes. Yes.
Universal time. So it's 7:08 in London, 2:08 after.
8
8:08.
in Denmark,
So
yeah.
wait for us on the East Coast. And the eclipse is the next day?
No,
No,
same.
no,
It's
it's month.
around the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
It's before and just after, I think,
oh, right.
but for some hours.
So let's tomorrow be linked
Absolutely.
telepathically and with each other and with all those groups whom we know and don't know, and recognizing our inner connection,
Yes.
planetary inner connection.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much fun to sort of say your name and visualize at least the people we know individually.
Yes.
I mean, it's sort of,
And there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you, friends.
Thank you.
I'll
Yeah.
try to play now the music that Claire prepared for us. And the much love.
Much love to everyone.
Thank you, Katja.
We are weaving our lives. We are weaving our hearts and our minds. We are weaving.
Please play.
We are weaving our lives. We are weaving our hearts and our minds. We are weaving the bright and dark threads of our journeys through. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving a blanket of light. We are weaving a basket to hold all that's true. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving our hearts and our minds. We are weaving the bright and dark threads of our journeys through. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving a blanket of light. We are weaving a basket of light. We are weaving a basket to let. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving our hearts and our minds. We are weaving the bright and dark threads of our journeys. The bright and dark threads of our journeys.
Much love.